So I'm filming this right after editing the last video I posted. It came to me as I was editing and I really wanted to speak about it because I don't think anyone else is. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel that recently on YouTube there's been a big increase in these eating disorder recovery channels where they're showing you what they're eating, kind of showing some of their struggles, sharing their thoughts. Obviously, the reason they're doing so well is because all of us, people like me, people like you that have an eating disorder, are watching these people because we are just as obsessed with food and we want to see what other people are doing. Maybe we harbour our own hopes of recovery, maybe we need confirmation, maybe we need another set of rules to follow. We're looking for something, we're obsessing by watching what these other people are doing. Maybe some of us making sure we don't eat more than them because, I mean, they're worse than us, so we don't need to eat that much, right? Or maybe it helps some of us to eat even more because we see as they recover that they don't change that much. They look healthier, they seem happier, and the freedom with food can be really amazing. And of course, one of the big channels at the moment is Elzani, and I've been watching her for months before I started my own recovery. And her channel was as damaging to me as it was helpful. I was definitely watching her videos when I was starving myself. I was definitely comparing, and am still comparing, how I eat to how she eats, analysing her own behaviour, seeing where her eating disorder is still tripping her up. I don't think it's healthy, but I also don't think it's unhealthy, if you know what I mean. And I don't blame Elzani and I don't blame these other channels for it. I think there needs to be more of a debate around it and I wish more people were talking about it. I'm hoping at least a couple people see this and comment on it because I have no one to talk to about it, and I think it's really important. How much damage are these channels and these videos really doing, and is it something those of us with eating disorders and those of us attempting recovery or pre-recovery should be watching? Because I think we're all a bit fragile and we have our own rules about how we're supposed to eat. What we're doing by watching these channels is analysing their behaviour and kind of adopting their patterns, or at least that's what I feel is happening. I'm not saying that they can't also be really beneficial to inspiring people, but how much does the good outweigh the bad? And what about all the people who never leave comments on those videos saying, "Oh, you've really helped me"? What about the people who, like me, were watching it and starving themselves? What about the people who are watching it and not fully recovering because they don't want to eat more than this certain person, or, you know? Like recently there was a video I saw pop up on my recommended that was eating like Elzani for a day, and I haven't watched it because I don't think I want to. Maybe I should if I'm going to comment on it. But the first thoughts that popped into my head were, oh no, I don't think this is good. This kind of stuff shouldn't be a challenge. I think challenging your disorder in this way isn't really challenging because you're seeking outside confirmation, you're seeking outside rules, you're not just letting yourself go, you're not just letting yourself eat what you want to. It isn't food freedom, it's just another set of rules, only they're about eating more or eating something you're afraid of or eating like someone else, eating outside of how you usually would. But isn't that still being controlled? Having a plan? I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't want to make this and fault people like Elzani, or even those like Rebecca Leung. People like Rebecca, who I think she's doing great stuff, and I think she also uploads different content. I suppose opposed to Elzani, she does more traditional YouTube content from editing style and all that. There's something to be said about how quickly these channels gain. We're all obsessed with food, and when we're not eating or thinking about it ourselves, we're seeking out content that's about it. So please tell me what you think, talk to me about it. Everything can be used unhealthily and healthily, but what are your thoughts? Because I'm really unsure. I think for my own well-being I'm going to try and stop watching these videos because I don't think it's good for me. That's all.